Imagine you are building an AI agent that can think and act just like ChatGPT. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna build your first AI agent using simple Python code and LangChain. You don't need to be an expert to follow this code. If you just know simple Python, you should be good to go. So why wait? Let's get into our environment. I'm using Jupyter Notebook here, and I have installed these libraries already: LangChain, Community, OpenAPI, .NET, and Google Search, and couple of math libraries. And once you install this library, the next step you need is to import. So we need to import initialize agent and agent type from LangChain agent, and agent toolkit we need to load tool method. OpenAPI is using as LLM, this operating system, and this dot. And in the you need to have dot environment file in your same directory where this notebook exists. And in that environment file, you need to define two keys: one for the open API, this is gonna use for LLM, and this is a search API you need to use. I have added two links here. You can obtain the key from these two links. SERP API is a free, and the Open API is basically paid. You need to provide credit card and load $5 in it, basically in a passive balance. That will give you the key for the Open API. So once you have the key, you can put it in the environment file like this. Okay. So this will, I already have these keys available. So I'm going to run this code. Once you have the environment ready, you can just create an object of LLM. We need to define tools, and then we, okay, so let's define LLM object, OpenAI, and it requires two parameters: one is temperature, and second one is link key. And you can get it from the environment file like this. And you will define same key you define to your environment file. The temperature property, which is basically tell the LLM how predictive or curative your LLM response would be. So if its value towards 0, it will be more like predicted value, like generally used in the math solutions where the answer is like we need specific answer. And its value move toward the 1, then the response will be more creative, like you're writing a story. Okay, so every time you write query, it will be a response, it's different response every time, and it will be more creative. So that's what the temperature is used for. So because we are using for math problems, so we're gonna simple way to keep it as 0. Okay, and the next activity is just a key. Okay, in the tools, we need to define tools. We're gonna use load tool method of LangChain. We imported it earlier. And in the load tool, we need a send array of what like tools we need to load, and then we need to pass the LLM object. And what tools we are going to use is SERP API to search the internet, and we're going to use method. All right, so your tools are ready, and the next step is we're going to define agent. Agent we're going to use initialize agent initialize agent, and we're going to pass tools we created, LLM object, and agent type. We need to define this value zero shot event description, and last parameters were post. You get define true because we need to see what's going on inside. Okay, so the agent type is basically tells you what kind of conversation we're gonna have, because we're gonna have a simple question answer, like one question and expecting reply. That kind of agent will have like zero shot like description. And there are other type where we need full conversation, and there are like we need to we'll discuss these. Okay, agent type is basically tells the like agent what kind of conversation we have. Is it a question answer communication, or it is like we need like chatting kind of thing with the agent. Okay, so we gonna just ask simple questions, so we're gonna keep it like this. And verbose is basically tells the agent to provide insight how the LLM providing the response, or how LLM is thinking or replying or preparing basically to reply with our question. Okay. All right. So once your agent is ready, you can start asking question. Agent.invoke is a method you need to call and pass your question. So I'm gonna ask what is the square root of population of USA? Okay. Uh, So see how this agent react. And because this property true, we are getting inside. So it's first getting the value this, which is not correct, and it is definitely not giving the correct value. Okay, let me. So we need to revise our query. What is okay? What is the square root of current population of USA? Okay, so now it is getting some correct value, but still it is not correct, because we this value you see here, it is getting this value old value from his training, but we want it to get the current value of the population. Okay, because you can see it is using calculator, but it is not using our search. So we need to revise our response here. Use search to find latest videos. Okay, sometimes we have to create or revise our prompt based on the output and to get the desired result. So now you see it know like we can't rely on the old value. We have to get the latest value. And now you see it's using the search, and it's correctly getting the 340 million uh, approximately as of year 24. So now it is giving the correct population and correct square root of it. All right, that's it. Hope you like this video. Please follow for more such videos. Thank you very much for watching.